Hey there. Last episode was a while ago, and I completely forgot that I had already done some things for this episode. So one thing that I did and hadn't shown before is that I got a lot of netherite, because this was before 1.20 came out, like a few weeks maybe. So I had to get a lot of netherite so that I could make extra backup netherite sets in case I lost my netherite set, because I wouldn't be able to craft it anymore. So I had mined a whole lot of netherite, enough to make a total of 2 extra sets. But yeah, that's about all I did for this episode, so enjoy the rest of the video. Hey there, this is the 8th episode of the Superflat Survival series. If you're new here, this is a series in which I play a survival world on a Superflat survival without any structures. So that makes the game significantly more difficult. And as you can see, we still build things out of dirt. But yeah, I want to do a quick world tour because the last episode was almost a year ago, I think, so that's way too long. So yeah, I guess let's get on with it. So over here is the big hole. This is the main base. I dug this out all by hand in the first few episodes. You can see time lapses of it there in the videos. Over here is the mob farm, which is one of the very first things I built, because it was necessary to get items, like for example iron from zombies, to make a cauldron, to be able to get water, and you know, it all goes down like that. Over here's the nether portal, a little cobblestone generator. Over here are just a few farms. There is the villager breeder, which I think has been active for the last, like, very long. Oh no, it's fine. I might have to turn it off though, because I don't really need the villagers right now. And then if you follow the rail over here, you will get to the villager trading hall, which is right over here, where all the villagers are neatly enclosed into their little spaces. Yeah, that's about all there is to it. Over here is my storage system with my bunch of chests. There are my 2 netherite sets, together with all the tools. I made these in the last video, I think, because what's it called? The 1.20 update made it so that I needed a netherite upgrade template, which you would get from a bastion, which do not generate in my world. So I would be unable to make any netherite sets, so I rushed making all of this in one episode. That was probably also what made it so that I didn't want to record any other episodes for almost half a year, so yeah, that happens. And over here is the sugarcane corner, which is I use mostly to get a lot of paper to be able to sell to the villagers in order to get a whole lot of emeralds. Here's a little farm that I made. Over there's an iron farm which generates iron for me. Very handy. And over there is a wandering trader farm, in which I stand in the middle. It attracts wandering traders, and then they fall into the hole and get sent to the nether, where I can later get them all together and buy stuff from them. Yeah, that's about it for the recap / world tour. So here's the mob farm. It is very efficient because as you can see, there's water everywhere around. as I'll show right here. There's water for like 128 blocks around, so that makes it so that there, no mobs can spawn nearby, and thus every single mob spawn happens up in there. So if I go here, bit of lag. I can just go whack this a few times and get a bunch of levels, and this just goes really quickly. So yeah, that's the mob farm. Over here's a quick little lava farm that I made for something I don't really remember. Over here's the villager trading hall, and what I want to do this episode is to make a roof for this, so it doesn't look like it's just a thing in the ground, because it's kind of ugly right now. So what I was thinking is we continue building these logs over the whole thing, maybe end off cap them off over there, get rid of the slimes that are in here, and put a big nice whole roof over here. So I say we get to it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I made this thing, this sort of roof. I'll show that in a moment. Now in here we got a roof over here, and we got some endy bits. I don't really know what I want to do here, so I just close it off. Maybe I want to make them longer later, I don't know. So for the roof, if you go right up here, I don't really have a good way to get up here yet, but that'll come. I just made this sort of curvy shape, I guess. I didn't really know what to do. Roofs aren't my best strongest point. One problem though is that a bunch of these are full blocks where mobs can spawn. So I'm going to tone down the villager sound because they're really loud. So a ton of these blocks are blocks where mobs can spawn, which is a problem, because that's not good. So we'll have to do something about that later. Maybe I'll put some string on there. I think that stops mob spawns, I hope. So yeah, that's about it for this. It's not finished yet completely, as you can see. And on the inside it just looks like this, which is not the best, but hey, it works. Yeah, I guess that's about it for this build for this episode. I'll probably continue it later if I want to expand it. I don't really know just yet. So another idea that I had, which I'm not sure if I want to do right now or later, is make a copper farm so that I can use copper in builds or stuff. And what I want to do is go somewhere, probably that direction or that way, and over there make a mob farm that turns all zombies into drowns and does something else with all the other mobs. I don't really know what yet, but we'll figure that out. So yeah, that's something I want to do this episode. So yeah, I say we get to that maybe. Hey, so I realized that I accidentally stopped recording halfway through making the copper farm, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I do still have a time lapse, which you just saw. And over there, well, there it is. So I'll just show you around real quick, show you how it works. Yeah, I've already gotten some copper. So how it works, basically, up there there's a big water stream. If I just open it up, there's a big water bit thing, and every zombie that comes in falls through it. The skeletons as well, I think, and other mobs get funneled down into this killing chamber where they get killed, and their drops come into here. So yeah, that's about it for this farm. It's pretty simple. Yeah, it's basically just a normal mob farm with just a bit... Oh, there's a creeper. That would get us some more gunpowder again. So yeah, that's about it for this thing. Yeah, I also made this little octagon over here. That's pretty much it. There isn't much more to show about this. As you can see, all this, when they get down, one moment. Oh, there you go. They all turn into drowns at the moment that they fall down, so they'll occasionally drop some copper. So yeah, I'd say that this farm works, and that's pretty cool. Hey, so a thing I found out about this farm is that it is just barely not aligned with that farm and needs to be shifted 4 blocks in this direction, which annoys me very much. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now, and yeah, enjoy the moving time lapse. Alright, the farm has been moved, and now it is properly aligned with the other farm. And I think I'm going to end off the episode here. Yeah, thank you for watching until this point, and I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, I'm gonna sit right here in the Wandering Trader farm. Bye bye.